Have you ever shared good news only to be met with a lukewarm response or a comment that left you feeling oddly deflated? Or perhaps you've poured your heart out about a dream, a budding relationship, or a success, only to be showered with what seemed like veiled warnings or attempts to downplay your achievement. In that moment of confusion, a question tugs at the edges of our minds. Is this person genuinely happy for me, or is something else lurking beneath the surface? In the quiet moments of our lives, when the world slows down and the hum of daily routine fades into the background, we often reflect on the people around us. Relationships, friendships, and acquaintances form the intricate web of our existence, each thread delicate yet significant. Jealousy and envy are ancient emotions, as old as humanity itself. These feelings are vividly depicted in many spiritual texts and philosophical teachings. Consider the story of Cain and Abel from the Bible. Cain's jealousy of Abel's favor in God's eyes led to devastating consequences, illustrating the destructive power of envy. Similarly, in Buddhist teachings, envy is viewed as a poison, one of the defilements that hinder enlightenment. You see, jealousy and envy, those two unwelcome guests at the table of our triumphs, can be tricky to identify. They often masquerade as concern, veiled compliments, or even indifference, but their presence can cast a long shadow, leaving us feeling hurt, isolated, and questioning our own perceptions. Discerning these hidden emotions can be empowering. It allows us to navigate our relationships with greater clarity and protect the space we've cultivated for our own joy and growth. So how do we unveil the serpent hiding in the garden of our happiness? How can we distinguish between a supportive friend and someone whose heart might be tinged with envy? Join us as we will reveal the 9 cunning disguises jealousy and envy love to wear. Body language. The first sign is the body language. Imagine a serene afternoon where you're sitting in a cafe, sipping your favorite tea, lost in a book. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice someone staring. At first it seems harmless, but gradually you feel a prickling sensation of discomfort. Their gaze is not one of admiration or curiosity, but something deeper, something darker. This moment, seemingly mundane, can be the first subtle indication that jealousy is at play. Jealousy, as an emotion, is complex and multifaceted. Aristotle touched upon this in his Rhetoric, where he distinguished between envy and emulation. According to Aristotle, envy is the pain caused by the good fortune of others, while emulation is the desire to achieve similar success without wishing ill upon others. The body language of someone who is envious, therefore, often reflects this internal struggle. They are pained by your success, but may be unable to articulate or acknowledge this feeling openly. Jealousy often manifests through body language and subtle cues before it ever reaches the point of open confrontation. People who envy you may struggle to celebrate your successes, offering lukewarm congratulations that feel more like an obligation than genuine happiness. Their smiles might not reach their eyes, and their compliments could carry an undercurrent of resentment. These nuances, while slight, are significant. This phenomenon can be understood through the lens of philosophical thought on human emotions, particularly through the work of French existentialist philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre. Sartre extensively explored the concept of the look, le regard, in his seminal work Being and Nothingness. According to Sartre, the gaze of another person can make us acutely aware of ourselves, often in a way that feels intrusive or judgmental. When you sense someone's envious stare, it resonates with Sartre's notion that being looked at can make you feel objectified and vulnerable, as if you are being reduced to an object of another's scrutiny and desire. The body language of jealousy can be particularly revealing. When examining body language, it is essential to look beyond the obvious. For instance, someone who is jealous might avoid eye contact altogether, or conversely, they might hold your gaze too long in an attempt to intimidate or unsettle you. Their posture might be closed off, with arms crossed or shoulders turned away, signaling defensiveness or reluctance to engage. Even their tone of voice can betray them, A flat, disinterested tone or forced enthusiasm can reveal more than words alone. Another subtle indicator is physical distance. A person feeling jealousy might unconsciously create more space between themselves and the object of their envy. They may physically withdraw from conversations or gatherings where you are the center of attention, as being close to you exacerbates their feelings of inadequacy or resentment. The signs of jealousy can also be seen in their facial expressions. Micro-expressions, brief involuntary facial expressions that reveal genuine emotions, can slip through the mask of politeness. A flicker of contempt, a momentary frown, or a tightening of the jaw can indicate underlying negative feelings. While these expressions are fleeting, they can be telling if you are observant enough to catch them. Passive-aggressive remarks. Beyond body language, behaviors and actions can also reveal jealousy. Watch for passive-aggressive remarks cloaked in humor or concern. This is a prominent sign that someone may be jealous or envious of you, is their tendency to engage in passive-aggressive behavior. Unlike overt hostility, passive-aggressive actions are subtle and often disguised as harmless or even supportive comments and behaviors, making them difficult to address directly. Imagine you're planning a big event, such as a wedding or a significant work presentation. You share your excitement with a colleague who responds with, "I hope everything goes smoothly. I remember how stressful it was when I planned mine, and things went wrong at the last minute." While seemingly well-meaning, the comment is tinged with negativity, subtly implying that you might face similar difficulties. Passive-aggressive behavior often includes backhanded compliments, sarcastic remarks, and indirect expressions of discontent. These actions can leave you feeling confused and unsure how to respond, as they are designed to undermine your confidence and enthusiasm without appearing overtly hostile. For instance, a friend might say, "It's great you got that promotion, though I guess it means more stress and less free time for you now." This statement carries an undercurrent of doubt and negativity, subtly undermining your joy and planting seeds of insecurity. Research in psychology has extensively examined the phenomenon of passive-aggressive behavior in the context of interpersonal relationships. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology provides insights into this behavior. It was revealed that individuals who feel unable to express negative emotions, such as jealousy, in a direct manner often resort to passive-aggressive actions. These actions include making sarcastic comments, offering backhanded compliments, and expressing veiled criticism disguised as jokes or concern. The study highlights that passive-aggressive behavior serves as a coping mechanism for individuals who are conflicted about their feelings of jealousy. By engaging in indirect expressions of their emotions, they can maintain a facade of politeness and avoid direct confrontation. Recognizing passive-aggressive behavior as a sign of jealousy can help you navigate these complex interactions more effectively. Isolation from mutual friends and support networks. One of the more insidious signs that someone may be jealous or envious of you is their attempt to isolate you from mutual friends and support networks. This behavior can be subtle or overt, but its goal is to weaken your social support and make you more dependent on the envious individual. Imagine you have a close-knit group of friends. Suddenly, you notice that one friend frequently arranges get-togethers without including you. They might say, "Oh, I thought you'd be too busy," or "I didn't think you'd be interested." In professional settings, this behavior might manifest as a colleague who deliberately excludes you from important meetings or social events. They might fail to inform you about opportunities for networking or collaboration. This form of professional isolation can hinder your career growth and make you feel undervalued and unsupported. This manipulative behavior finds resonance in cultural beliefs and traditions that emphasize the importance of community and social bonds. In Native American tribes, the concept of community and interconnectedness is fundamental. The belief is that the strength of an individual is deeply rooted in their connection to the community, and any attempt to isolate a person is seen as an attack, not just on the individual, but on the entire community. For example, in Native American tradition, there is a strong emphasis on the collective well-being. The Lakota Sioux, for instance, follow the principle of mitakuye oyashin, which means all my relations. This principle underscores the interconnectedness of all people and the importance of maintaining strong social ties. Attempting to isolate someone disrupts this balance and is viewed as a deeply harmful act. Similarly, Confucianism, which has greatly influenced Chinese culture and philosophy, places a high value on the concept of Ren, often translated as benevolence or humaneness. Ren emphasizes the importance of harmonious relationships and mutual respect within the community. Confucian thought advocates for the cultivation of virtuous relationships and the maintenance of social harmony. Efforts to isolate someone from their support networks would be considered a severe breach of these ethical principles, as it undermines the fabric of societal harmony and mutual support. This behavior often stems from the envious person's desire to control the narrative and influence others' perceptions of you. By isolating you, they aim to reduce your social capital and make themselves appear more central and influential within the group. This tactic can be particularly damaging because it not only affects your relationships but also undermines your confidence and sense of belonging. Mimicking or copying your actions and achievements. The fourth subtle and psychologically complex sign of jealousy and envy is when someone begins to mimic or copy your actions and achievements. This behavior might initially seem flattering, but over time, it can feel invasive and unsettling, especially if the mimicry extends beyond harmless imitation into more personal or significant aspects of your life. Consider a situation where you've started a new hobby, such as painting. Suddenly, a friend who previously showed no interest in art begins painting as well, often choosing similar styles or subjects. At first, this might seem like a shared interest. However, if it becomes a pattern where they consistently emulate your choices, whether it's your fashion sense, career moves, or social activities, it can indicate deeper feelings of envy. Mimicking comes from a desire to achieve the same success or happiness they perceive you have. It's as if by replicating your actions, they hope to replicate your outcomes. However, this behavior often highlights their own insecurities and lack of confidence in their unique path and abilities. At work, this could be a colleague who adopts your strategies, presentation styles, or even your ideas without giving you credit. This can be particularly frustrating as it not only infringes on your creative space, but can also lead to confusion and tension in your work environment. Such individuals lack the concept of dharma found in Hinduism that emphasize the importance of following one's unique path. In Hinduism, the concept of dharma refers to one's duty or path in life, which is unique to each individual. Encouraging someone to find and follow their dharma can help them focus on their personal growth rather than emulating others. Each individual is encouraged to pursue their own goals and dreams rather than seeking validation or success through comparison with others. Similarly, in Japanese culture, there is a concept known as ikigai, which translates to a reason for being. Ikigai emphasizes the pursuit of one's passions and finding fulfillment in life's journey rather than fixating on external markers of success or achievement. This philosophy encourages individuals to cultivate a sense of purpose and authenticity in their actions, rather than seeking validation through imitation of others. Spreading rumors or gossip. A damaging sign of jealousy and envy is when someone starts spreading rumors or gossip about you. This behavior can seriously harm your reputation and relationships, and it often stems from a deep-seated sense of insecurity and envy. Imagine you've recently achieved a significant milestone, such as receiving a prestigious award or securing a major client at work. While many of your colleagues congratulate you, you hear through the grapevine that someone is downplaying your achievement by spreading false or misleading information. They might say, "I heard they only got that award because they knew someone on the selection committee," or "they must have exaggerated their role in securing that client." Rumors and gossip are powerful tools of envy because they can spread quickly and create doubt and mistrust. The person spreading the rumors often does so to undermine your accomplishments and make themselves feel better by comparison. By tarnishing your reputation, they hope to elevate their own standing or at least bring you down to their level. The Mayan concept of in lak ek, I am another you, offers profound insight into the interconnectedness of humanity and the importance of empathy and compassion in our interactions with others. Rooted in indigenous Mayan philosophy, in lak ek reflects the understanding that all individuals are interconnected and share a common humanity. It emphasizes the inherent value and dignity of every person, regardless of differences or perceived hierarchies. Central to the concept of in lak ek is the recognition that the well-being of each individual is intertwined with the well-being of the collective. When one person thrives, it benefits the entire community, and conversely, when one suffers, it diminishes the whole. This interconnectedness underscores the importance of supporting and uplifting one another rather than engaging in behaviors that sow discord or division. In the context of friendships, the principle of in lak ek highlights the profound responsibility we have towards each other. True friends understand the power of words and the impact they can have on each other's lives. They recognize that their words and actions can either build each other up or tear each other down. Instead of succumbing to jealousy or envy, they choose to celebrate each other's victories and successes genuinely. The gossip guru operates from a place of insecurity and a desire to control the narrative. Knowing this allows you to be mindful of what information you share with them. Surround yourself with friends who embody in lak ek, those who celebrate your victories and protect your reputation with the same care they would protect their own. True friendships are built on trust and mutual respect. Criticizing your decisions. This behavior can manifest in both personal and professional contexts, and it often aims to erode your confidence and make you second-guess your choices. This resonates with the parable of the crab mentality, which is well known in Filipino folklore. In this parable, a group of crabs is placed in a bucket. As one crab tries to climb out to freedom, the others grab onto it and pull it back down, ensuring that none can escape. This behavior is symbolic of people who, out of envy or resentment, seek to hinder the progress of others rather than supporting and uplifting them. The parallels between the behavior described in the parable and the overt signs of jealousy and envy are striking. Just as the crabs in the bucket sabotage each other's attempts to escape, individuals driven by jealousy may actively undermine the efforts and achievements of those they perceive as threats to their own status or success. By criticizing and belittling your decisions, they seek to diminish your confidence and keep you from reaching your full potential. Imagine you've decided to pursue a new career path or start your own business. While many people offer encouragement, there's one person who continually questions your decisions and points out potential failures. They might say things like, "Are you sure you want to do that? It's a very competitive field." Or, "I heard most new businesses fail within the first year. Do you really think you can make it?" This type of criticism often comes from a place of envy. The person might feel threatened by your ambition and potential for success, and by undermining your confidence, they attempt to bring you down to their level of comfort. They consistently find flaws in your life choices, whether it's your relationships, career, or lifestyle. Their constant negativity can make you question your judgment and dampen your enthusiasm. Criticism from others often reflects their own insecurities and issues, not your true capabilities or potential. By focusing on your own actions and responses, you maintain control over your path and reduce the impact of external negativity. Competing with you. The seventh disguise we encounter is the competitive chameleon. This individual thrives on comparisons, constantly shifting their colors to match or one-up your achievements. You might score a fantastic grade on a test, only to have them casually mention acing the same test with a higher score without even studying. Land a dream vacation? Brace yourself for their detailed account of their supposedly more exotic and adventurous trip from last year. The competitive chameleon isn't celebrating your success. They're using it as a springboard to launch themselves into the spotlight. Their happiness seems contingent on proving they're better or at least equal in every aspect. This relentless competition can be exhausting, leaving you questioning your own accomplishments and wondering if there's ever room for genuine joy in your interactions. Think of the fable of the tortoise and the hare. The hare, fueled by arrogance and a need to constantly be ahead, loses the race despite his natural speed. The moral: true success isn't about constant comparison or needing to outshine others. It's about celebrating your own journey, acknowledging your individual path, and appreciating the unique gifts each person brings to the table. The competitive chameleon's behavior often stems from deep-seated insecurity. By constantly comparing themselves to you, they attempt to validate their own worth. Recognizing this pattern allows you to detach from their game. Celebrate your victories, big and small, without needing their validation. Know that your journey is yours alone, and your success is a reflection of your own dedication and hard work. Downplaying your achievements. Another clear sign that someone might be jealous or envious of you is their tendency to downplay your achievements. This behavior can be disheartening and confusing, especially when you expect support and celebration from those around you. Consider a scenario where you've received a promotion at work. You're excited and eager to share the news with your friends and family. Most people congratulate you enthusiastically, but one friend responds with, "Oh, that's nice. But isn't it just a lateral move? It's not like you're getting a huge raise, right?" This comment diminishes your accomplishment, leaving you feeling deflated rather than uplifted. Downplaying achievements often stems from the envious person's own insecurities. They may feel threatened by your success, fearing it highlights their own perceived lack of progress or success. By minimizing your accomplishments, they try to protect their self-esteem and reduce the gap they perceive between themselves and you. This behavior can also appear in more subtle forms. For example, you might share a personal victory, like completing a marathon or writing a book, only to be met with a comment like, "Well, lots of people run marathons or write books these days." This kind of response trivializes your effort and achievement, making it seem less significant. Here's where a concept from Buddhism, the concept of mudita, becomes relevant. Mudita translates to joyful appreciation and emphasizes the importance of rejoicing in the happiness of others. A genuine friend practices mudita, celebrating your victories without taking away from your own journey. The downplayer's behavior, however, stems from a lack of mudita. They find it difficult to celebrate your happiness, possibly because it confronts them with their own limitations or insecurities. Knowing this sign empowers you to distance yourself from their negativity. Surround yourself with those who practice mudita, those who can share in your joy without diminishing your achievements. Remember, your success is a source of inspiration, not a threat. Celebrate it with those who can truly appreciate your journey. The Debbie Downer, disguised as a supporter. This final disguise can be particularly tricky because it comes wrapped in a cloak of concern. The Debbie Downer, disguised as a supporter, might outwardly appear happy for you, but their support comes laced with a hefty dose of negativity. Share your dream of starting your own business, and they'll readily advise you on all the potential pitfalls and the high failure rate of startups. Land your dream job, and they'll warn you about the long hours and demanding workload. This individual seems to specialize in finding the dark cloud in every silver lining. Share your good news, and they'll launch into a detailed account of their recent misfortunes, subtly attempting to overshadow your happiness with their own woes. Their negativity is a relentless current, pulling you down into their vortex of pessimism. They thrive on playing devil's advocate, constantly highlighting the potential downsides of your aspirations. They might even disguise their negativity as realism, leaving you feeling deflated and questioning the viability of your dreams. This constant barrage of negativity can chip away at your confidence and make you doubt your own abilities. Here, the teachings of Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs offer valuable perspectives. Maslow proposed a pyramid of human needs, with self-actualization, reaching one's full potential, at the very top. The Debbie Downer, by constantly focusing on the negatives, might be operating from a place of unfulfilled needs lower down the pyramid, such as security or esteem. Recognizing this pattern empowers you to see through their negativity. Don't let their concerns dampen your enthusiasm. Surround yourself with those who understand the importance of self-actualization and who will celebrate your journey towards reaching your full potential. Remember, true friends encourage you to chase your dreams, not talk you out of them. Having unveiled the 9 disguises of jealousy and envy, we are now equipped to navigate our relationships with greater clarity. When faced with jealousy and envy, mindfulness can help you respond calmly and thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. This approach not only protects your emotional well-being, but also promotes a more positive and constructive interaction. Engage in activities that rejuvenate your spirit and bolster your confidence. Whether it's meditation, exercise, creative pursuits, or spending time in nature, find what nourishes your soul and make it a regular part of your routine. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.